So there you go, guys. I already got that tied up. It was a pain in the ass to get it lined up over there to the power steering pump. So now I'm gonna put this bolt up there. I mean this power switch. Okay. And make sure you got the O-ring is okay. O-ring, and just gonna screw it up there. And always something with these, cause they have so tight what you call a threads on it, so you gotta really be careful. Don't everything hand tie first, you know, so you know for sure it's on there good. Okay, so now I'm just gonna use this, and this was, I mean, with this it probably have a torque on there, probably I'm thinking anywhere from 20 pounds of torque. I'm pretty 20 pounds of torque. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna tie it this way. So it's on there, but I want to make sure it's tight enough. So I'm gonna get an extension up more and then try to see if I can get it tightened up a little bit more, because I know I had a because this was the other, this was basically, see the little tap right there, it was like over here by the halfway. So I'm gonna tie it up that much. So hold on. What I'm gonna use is I'm gonna use my wrench. Okay. There you go. That's looking good. It's almost that way, but it's pretty tight, so I don't want to overdo it and break it in there or something. So that's pretty tight for me, and I'm happy with it. And you got your switch that goes back on it. There you go. You hear the click. It's good. It's all good. And then I got my ground wire. That's gonna go over here, okay? But I'm not done yet. I'm still gonna tie up everything underneath first, then I'm gonna hook up my ground wire. But this all looks good, and we're gonna check it out. So basically, guys, because this also helps, because I waited on my power steering flush because I knew I wanted to do the hose. So everything will come out on the bottom. So this is kind of like you know, replacing the hose and getting the flush done at the same time. So the fluid is all the way empty. Only fluid is in there, which is in the rack. Even if you go out there, spend $100 on a power steering flush, they cannot take the whole thing out anyways. So they would just start pumping it here, turn your steering wheel, and suck it out of here with the vacuum pump that we have on the machine, and even at the dealer. You know what I mean? So there's no 100% flush. It's gonna be 50-50, but I already got about 60% of it out. So this is better than a flush, you know what I mean? It gets most all the gunk, everything out, okay? So what I'm gonna do is, before I start up the truck, make sure everything is tight, and I'm gonna fill this up to all the way max and have extra fluid with you, because if your pump goes dry, there's no fluid, and you start it up, you're gonna ruin your power steering pump, guys. So make sure that you have fluid in there before you start cranking anything up, okay? All right, and one more thing, before you know, once you put the fluid in, don't start it up, just turn the steering wheel right and left, and that would do it. It's gonna be hard because there ain't gonna be no power steering pump, so you're gonna have to do it manually, kind of get the fluid going and then start it up. All right, that was your um, you know, your flush and changing the power steering hose, high pressure hose. And now I'm gonna tie everything up on the bottom and give you guys an update.